What's up, guys? It is Jacob here today. Today I'm going to be talking about the new Call of Duty that's going to be announced. Sorry, here. Let me actually flip the lights out. So, what's up, guys? It is Jacob here today. Today we're going to be talking about Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Today is going to be a Q&A. I'm going to do this kind of in the dark. I know, but I'm just trying to stand out the logo, you know. Even though you guys won't be able to see me because I'm the term of a brick wall. But anyways, guys, today sorry guys, gotta freshen up my voice to get ready for this Q&A. I turned off the comments for very certain reasons, because one, what I'm gonna say is gonna kind of get a little different between consoles, and it might offend another console player. Not saying I'm talking about the player. I'm going to step in a turf in a console war. Not saying that I'm gonna say something about PlayStation and Xbox. I'm gonna say something that maybe some people will change my opinion or they'll hate my opinion. But remember, this is all my opinion, this is all the Q&A to question up until May 17th, where we will find out more. Because as of right now, we have no information. All we know is that BO4 is going to happen, but we can take information until we find out more. So a lot of people are asking, first question, is it going to be boots on the ground? Is it going to be boots on the ground? Is it going to be boots on the ground? I would figure so. Because, you know, when they first started jetpacking, I'm sure all the studios, you know, were thinking before Advanced Warfare came out. Because, guys, those studios back, I think, what was it? Ghosts. They, you know, thought about it. But then once Advanced Warfare came out, whatever those studios had, it was too late. They had to push it. So Advanced Warfare was kind of the test to it, to see how it would go. But it failed. Not a lot of people liked Advanced Warfare. So, what did that mean for Treyarch and Sledgehammer? I mean, they couldn't back out of the project. See, the next year was Treyarch's release for Black Ops 3. And it had jetpacks, obviously, but we didn't know at the time. So, they couldn't abandon the project because 3 years, that takes a while. So, they're really working on it while the next game's ready to release. You know, they work on those 3 years, so they can't go back those 3 years again. But all they can do is release that game and hope for the best. Which Black Ops 3 did have a lot of good stuff. You know, I enjoyed it. It's a Treyarch game. You know, a lot of people said, you know, at first it wasn't really good, but then a lot of people got used to it and liked it, you know. Then Infinite Warfare came out and everybody just dumped on that game. Nobody played it. I bought it with Modern Warfare Remastered. I didn't even play either of them. Oh wait, no wait. Modern Warfare Remastered, I beat the campaign. And that was it. And I played a little bit of multiplayer. Infinite Warfare, I didn't even play through the whole campaign. I only played through a quarter. Only level 49, no prestige. That's how much I hated Infinite Warfare. And that's where all the sales dropped for Call of Duty. And then there came World War II, where things were getting better. You know, the pieces are starting to be picked up, you know. We're going back to boots on the ground, old style World War II. But then, you know, the problem is, Sledgehammer, I know this is too current to say, but lately, ever since World War II came out, you know, it's been okay, but it's not been really good for updates. Like, you play it, and then it gets old. You know, it's like you buy a new video game, you play for so long, you know. I mean, it's a different term, but, you know, this game came out recently, and it's kind of starting to get old. I don't play World War II that much. Playing a lot of Fortnite, you know. Fortnite, one thing about Fortnite is they update that game so often. They put in new things, they put in new fun, you know. I mean, I guess in the way it's kind of the same thing. But, you know, it's still a fun game. I love it. But World War II should come out with more updates. You know, it would term it to be a good game. And then maybe it would do well. But I could say on sales, it did better. It did better. Especially better than Advanced. No, not Advanced Warfare. Sorry, I get confused sometimes. Within Infinite Warfare. Infinite Warfare did the bad sales. Whereas I think, I don't know what they could have done. I think they should have just went with Ghosts 2. I think Ghosts 2 would have been better. Even if it was boots on the ground, it would still sell more. You know, Ghost 2, not a lot of people like Ghost. I mean, a lot of people say that's where Call of Duty fell downhill. I wouldn't agree. I won't agree with that. Call of Duty didn't fall apart from there. Call of Duty, you know, it was still good. You know, a lot of people, some people didn't like Ghosts. A lot of people did like Ghosts. I liked Ghosts. I mean, maybe it was the campaign that got people off, but hey, it was still boots on the ground. It wasn't showing space, you know, in the multiplayer. I forget what that little zombie mode is. Execution or something? I don't know. I forget it, but with the aliens, it was still fun. It was still fun. But then it came Advanced Warfare, and it changed. So, I'm just going to get off of that topic, you know. Next part is, will it have Nuketown? Everybody's questioning on will it have Nuketown, BO4. I would say so, because, you know, it's been in all 3 Call of Duties. Doesn't mean it has to be in 4, but Treyarch will do it because it's a very common map. It's a map they've used 3 times, and it did bring a lot of fun in player, but not a lot of people that got spawn trapped. But it will most likely, if it happens, it'll be a pre-order bonus. And then I wanted to talk about that also. Why make it a pre-order bonus? You get early access, and then months later it comes down the line for free. I mean, it kind of, from there it's a pay-to-win, you know, pre-order, and then you get the Nuketown the day one. I mean, it isn't fair, but I can't complain about it, you know. You get a chance to play Nuketown day one, but then I don't think it's fair. But, you know, I always pre-order Call of Duties. I wanted to kind of take this off real quick, back to Infinite Warfare. I do regret ordering it now. And if on Xbox or PlayStation, which I currently play on Xbox, you know, if there was actually a way to sell those digital games and get your some money back, I would love to do that with Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered. Don't get me wrong. I just don't play those games at all. They're not even installed on my console. Next, going back to the Nuketown thing. Oh, I'm experiencing very bad connection. Okay, there we go. Sorry guys. I was experiencing bad connections for some reason, and I don't know why. You know, because my internet's like right there. Alrighty, so getting back to it. So will Nuketown be on back for a 4th time? Yes, I will totally agree with that. Of course. You know, gotta have your Nuketown. What's the next question? What will we expect on May 17th? A lot of people are gonna say that. So on May 17th, we're probably gonna get campaign, obviously. Maybe a little bit into multiplayer. On Black Ops 3's April 26th trailer, we got campaign. We did not... Wait. I don't think we did get anything to do with multiplayer. No. But we did get announced at the end of Black Ops 3's trailer that we were going to get a beta this year, which really shocked the community. You know, that was the first beta back in from Call of Duty. I think the last one that they had was World at War back in 2008. And I was an 8-year-old gamer. No, I wasn't. Guys, I didn't probably play video games more competitively online until 2011. I think when I got my PlayStation 3 at the time, and then I got the Xbox the next year. Yeah, before then I wasn't really playing, and even then I wasn't playing that much of video games. I didn't really start playing video games till more 2012, the end of 2012-ish to 2013, more into 2013. That's when I really started to play video games. But anyways, what should we expect to Black Ops 4? May 17th. We will expect the campaign, maybe a little teaser to multiplayer, I don't know. And then, I think it goes multiplayer and then a little teaser of zombies also. Like a very small teaser. And then maybe we could get an announcement for a beta. I'm pretty sure we would. Because then when it promotes the pre-order, everybody will start to get their codes. I mean, betas have been coming in the past. It tests the servers, you know. I'm going to go back into the past a little. It's not too far. It's actually kind of recent, more recent. When Infinite Warfare's beta came out, it was... No, wait. No, I'm not talking about beta. Sorry, guys. I'm going to go back to gaming, like the actual release date. Infinite Warfare servers, even though the game was garbage, the servers were more intense than World War II. World War II, the first time it came out, the servers crashed. Like, for hours we could not even hop onto the multiplayer. So me and my buddies were all waiting up at midnight, you know, even a half hour towards midnight, we're waiting to hop online. So no, what we did was, we just hopped by ourselves into a custom game of zombies. So, you know, that's all we did. Till, I think, hours later I was passed out and I woke up. And then I played the multiplayer for a bit, starting to level up. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun. But anyways, the servers for World War II weren't as good as Infinite Warfare. Probably unless, because it was a less player base. And World War II had more of a player base that time because it was boots on the ground. I don't know. But let's go back into topics. But yeah. So that's what we should expect. We should maybe expect a beta hint, like pre-order now and access to the multiplayer beta. Because I think that's what every Call of Duty's end of the trailer had, if there was a beta. Okay. So now here's the next question everybody's gonna ask. Also, when are the beta release dates? I would say, since the game is being announced so late, like in May, I mean, it's a perfect time, May 17th. I mean, later games, you know, were announced early May. Treyarch's earliest announcement I've seen for a Call of Duty maybe might have been Black Ops 3, April 28th. Or no, it was the 26th, sorry, 26th. But then the teaser went out earlier. I would say that one. I could be wrong, but I'm going with my typical thing. So, yeah. I would say the beta would be out early... No, wait, not early. I would say July to August and possibly September. I would go with more July and August. I would say more to August, because I mean that's when Treyarch did their BO3 beta, but it seems more real to go with August. Maybe more to the end of August, because most betas have been towards the end of August, you know, before September starts, and they got a few more months to work on their game. But Treyarch, they're gonna be in August. They would be a month and a few weeks, you know, down to get ready to go. And then once we're down to maybe the last week before launch, you know, it's like, let's go, 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 we gotta get this shit ready to go, because, you know, we're gonna be selling. Treyarch is honestly the best studio I've liked in my gaming community of Call of Duty. I started out with Black Ops, so that's why I liked Treyarch more, because I grew around with Treyarch, you know. I never played Modern Warfare 2 at the time that it came out. I've played them now, obviously. I got MW3, I think, a year after the release, also, on the PS3. It was a lot of fun. But, yeah, the beta will probably be expected August, late August. And now, for another question. I'm trying to think of them at the top of my head. I'm gonna try this one. If it leads to it's gonna lead to campaign. A lot of people are gonna ask if the campaign's gonna go back to the old story, or if it's gonna have to be re-scrapped to a new story, or if it's gonna continue off to Black Ops 3 from futuristic off to the back to the past. I don't know. I wouldn't risk ruining the story for Black Ops 1 and 2 and just going back. I mean, I would somehow try to refresh it, or maybe pick off the current story and, you know, as it lives on. I wouldn't go back to the Black Ops 1 and 2 story. I would make it more of a modern, new story, because if you go back to the past of those Call of Duties, it would ruin it. It would ruin it. I'm sorry, but it would ruin it. It will ruin it. So, I would say that. The next question is, I'm trying to get to this one question, but I'm saving it for the last, I guess you could say, the juiciest for last. And I wanted to say this person to David Vonderhaar. You guys need to understand, when he leaks stuff, like some of you guys don't understand who David Vonderhaar is. He's a studio designer at Treyarch, and a lot of people don't know he's a troll. So when he announces stuff, a lot of people don't know, is it real or is it fake? Remember, whatever he posts, take it with a grain of salt, because what he could say is true and what he could say is false, because he's a troll. He's a troll, guys, I'm telling you. He trolls about things, that's his job, you know. He wants people to be thinking about it and saying, oh, is it going to be this, or is it going to be that, or is it going to have this, or is it going to have that? You know, you guys gotta take David Vonderhaar and other YouTubers with a grain of salt. You know? And then, like I said, stay tuned to May 17th, you know? Things will be, you know, okay. But, yeah. So, remember, David Vonderhaar is a troll with Call of Duty, with Treyarch. He's a big troll. 100%. He's a good guy, though, but he's a troll. Shout out to you, Vondi. Alright, next thing I want to talk about. And this, I kind of wanted to talk about, but a lot of YouTubers talk about it, and I don't know what to say about it. Take this with a grain of salt. I'm going to talk about the PS4 and Xbox One DLC exclusivity. You know, take it with a grain of salt. Take it with other YouTubers' grain of salt. You know, I watched Skizzle's video. I've watched Glitch and Queen. And what they say doesn't mean it's true, but doesn't mean it's false. You can't say what they're saying, you know, is true. Just take it with a grain of salt until we know more. We will know more soon. So, as you guys know, Call of Duty's contract... No, wait. Yeah, Call of Duty's contract with PlayStation is ending soon. It ends somewhere a few months down the road. You know, so their time's up. What's going to happen? It's either Microsoft has the opportunity to take the deal, or Sony can maybe take the contract back. But the one thing about that contract is, guys, it comes down to money. Always comes down to money. Basically, how it's going to go is, as the studios of the sorry, I'm terming it wrong, but I'm trying to explain it in the best way I can. So, the three companies are going to take a sit down. It's going to be Call of Duty, it's going to be PlayStation and Xbox. What they're going to do is it's going to be like a bid. You're going to bid how much you're going to want to pay for this company. So say PlayStation bids $900,000 and Microsoft bids $1 million. What's Call of Duty going to do? They're going to take the highest bid and take them into the contract. Or if PlayStation bids $1 million, Microsoft bids $900,000, then that'll happen. You know, they'll go for the highest amount. Not complaining, but I mean, like, it all comes down to money. Everybody wants cross-compatibility, like, stuff, you know, play together and DLCs come out at the same time. Guys, that will never happen. Money comes first to these companies. You know, they want their money. You know, it's like when you buy a DLC, they want their money. 1 second, guys. I'm going to take a quick water drink. Thank you, guys. So, yeah. They take their money very seriously. And a lot of people are saying, I watched Skizzle's video, I commented on his videos, he replies, I say, hey, doesn't mean what you're saying is true. Like, I wasn't getting too salty with him, you know, I understand. He's a good guy. I'm just saying, all these YouTubers are good guys. And gals, I guess you could say, because Glitching Queen. Take them with a grain of salt. Don't take what they say seriously. Because what they post doesn't mean it's true. Like, Call of Duty right now has to post stuff with PlayStation. Like saying, hey, pre-order now, and blank, 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 PlayStation, blank, 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 blank. They have to say with PlayStation due to the contract, you know. They have to follow up until their contract ends. But I could be wrong, I could be right. Like I said, take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, so I guess people are saying about David Vonderhaar changing his thing, his Twitter pic to an Xbox avatar. Remember, guys, he is a troll. So don't say, even I'm an Xbox guy, and I'm going to say this. Don't believe that it's going to be on Xbox. Don't believe that it's or going to be on PS4. We don't know. We'll find out very soon. So just take your patience and wait, and we'll find out. So like Skizzle, he talks about, and remember, I'm not hating on him. Skizzle, you're okay, you know. I'm just putting my opinion down. You know, somebody tweets out, oh, pre-order this, and then Xbox doesn't say much into the tweet. Like saying, oh, we're super hyped, 4444, that's what Xbox, something like Xbox put. And Sony put more of a description. That doesn't mean anything, really. It doesn't. It just depends how Xbox wants to put it. Well, like I said, Sony's still in the contract. Sony still has to follow Activision's guidelines until that contract ends, and then they bid out their new contract, which Sony can retake. Sorry, I got a notification. So yeah, like, Sony can retake that contract. And I'm not saying they, you know, that they're not going to take out that opportunity. They will take, I'm sure they'll take the opportunity if they want to. But remember, it all comes down to money. Whatever Microsoft puts down or whatever Sony puts down. Do I think Microsoft is going to maybe outbid it? I'm thinking, yeah, they're going to try. Doesn't mean that everybody's going to go switch over to Xbox. You know, it's by your choice. You can stay on PlayStation. I used to have both systems, but I wasn't even with the DLC thing, you know? I wasn't downloading the newest DLC. I think the last time I ever earliest downloaded a DLC was Black Ops 3. First DLC when it had Skyjacked and everything. I only did that once, and I never did after that. I only bought one DLC early. But doesn't mean you have to switch, or if you have another console, you know, it's by your choice. Stay where you want to stay. But I can't make your opinions. This is just all my opinion. You know, it doesn't mean that they're going to get the contract. Doesn't mean Xbox is. Doesn't mean Sony is. Sony has an option to renew that contract. But I think Activision's gonna sit down and say, okay, we want to see how much money you guys are gonna offer. Sony's gonna say, okay, we're gonna pull this much, and then Xbox is gonna say this much, and they're just gonna pick. But like I said though, guys, you know, just because, I'm trying to think, you know, it's just so hard, you know, it's so unconfirming. We're very early. We're a month down the road. We're almost going to be down less than a month. I'm excited for that. I just can't wait till we get close to Black Ops 4. Once the news pops up, like the Black Ops 4 trailers, we're going to start getting to know more. We're going to be able to do more. We're going to find out more at E3. I'm very sure of it. And that's another hint, guys, towards the exclusivity, or whatever, I can't say it properly. How it's going to work is the studio is going to be there with a booth. What booth is it going to be? We don't know. I think that's another way we'll find out also about the exclusivity. Is at the, you know, some people will tweet out about the booth, and then they'll say, okay, Call of Duty's with Sony or Xbox. I'm not salty about it. I'm just stating my opinion. I really don't care. I haven't touched Call of Duty that much. I have not played World War II in a few weeks, guys. I'm not going to admit. I'm not going to lie. You know, I haven't played it in a few weeks. I think I played Black Ops 3 a few weeks ago. Maybe like a week ago. And I played Black Ops 2 recently, a few days ago. But I don't play Call of Duty that much. It's either Fortnite or other games. But yeah, I was going to say about the exclusivity. Don't follow these other YouTubers and what they're saying. Take it with a grain of salt. Most YouTubers will say, take what I'm saying in a grain of salt. Because they don't. Some of these YouTubers say that they know everything about the Call of Duty. You know, I can't say that they say it, but they term it in their head. And what I've seen in comments. You know, they say that they know everything. They say that what they're going to say is 100%. No, it's not. When something is unannounced, doesn't mean it's real. Like I said, I'm not hating on these guys, you know, they're doing a good job, but I'm saying take it what they say in a grain of salt. You know, don't take it so serious. A lot of people I've seen in comments saying, oh, PlayStation shit, Xbox is shit, you know, blah, 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 blah. Who cares? Just take it with a grain of salt. You know, don't believe whatever you see until you know if it's true by the studio. Which most likely we will find out. I think we will find out in the trailer. I think they always hint a studio. Or I don't know. I don't know. Or we will most likely find out at E3. We will probably get the multiplayer trailer at E3. That's all I'm going to say. Definitely E3. And then those people at E3 will get to play the game early. You know, they'll get to play some custom games. But then there's the story though. Nuketown will not be there, obviously. Because, one, Nuketown won't be announced probably there. It'll be announced more towards the game. If I have to say, if Nuketown's going to happen, it's going to be announced within September. Or closer to October. More to end September, more to the beginning of October. If Nuketown does happen, it will happen between there. But like I said though, I'm just going to say about the exclusivity and then I'm going to end it from there. Take what you see from these YouTubers with a grain of salt. Don't believe it until you find out. Not hating on anybody, but take it with a grain of salt. Sometimes I'm not right. I'm not going to lie. Take what I say with a grain of salt. I'll say it too, you know. But what I'm saying is more of the truth of what I think. I take some of these YouTubers' pieces and put them together, but I put it more to their, you know, instead of saying it out, you know, saying, oh, it's going to be on PS4, I say, okay, maybe it could be on Xbox, or maybe it could be on PS4. That's how I'm saying it. I'm not saying, oh, it's going to be on this, or it's going to be on that. I say a lot of YouTubers say that, but they don't actually mean it. I think they just use it as clickbait, honestly. I think they do. Most things now are all about clickbait. Of course. It's like money. Who's going to bid for the most... Who's going to try to get the most money? You know? It's like that. They're going to try to clickbait and see how much views they'll get to milk the money. That's how it is, guys. That's how it is in the end of the day. I don't have ads on my videos anymore. But yeah. Take all these YouTubers with a grain of salt. And I want to actually say, what YouTubers do I watch for these news? I would say I watch T. Martin. I mean, he is very truthful. I'm not gonna lie with his Call of Duty news. He's very truthful with it, you know. He doesn't say, oh, it's gonna happen like this, or if it's gonna happen like that. He'll say maybe. Ali, I don't really watch for Call of Duty anymore. I don't really watch him, to be honest. He plays more Fortnite, and I don't really watch them videos of Fortnite. I prefer to play it more than watch it. Sometimes out of the moment I'll play it, but I'm not hating on Ali. I still have him subscribed, you know, I still pop in on his channel once in a while, but he plays more Fortnite than Call of Duty, and I could kind of see why. T. Martin, he's in the middle, you know, he doesn't play Call of Duty that much, but, you know, a lot of people don't nowadays. Now that Fortnite and PUBG have grown, I have both games, I have Fortnite and PUBG, not hating on anything, but yeah. I'm just gonna probably end the tops of this video. This is the main information I have right now. I'm gonna I'm not gonna be a Call of Duty YouTuber, but I want to talk about information about Call of Duty, you know, and I can keep up with the news, you know. I'll probably be back here, like, making another video of this topic when the trailer comes out. You know, because after this, there's no news to spread. I've said what I've wanted to say. And we will, or at least until I find more rumors and tips about this Call of Duty. Next Call of Duty game. So we can't say nothing. There will be nothing for me to say. You know what, here, I'm going to turn this little light back on so y'all can see my face. I know a lot of y'all ain't going to want to see it. Here you go. Sorry, guys. I did turn off the light for reasons, you know. I don't know. Let's show off that sexy Black Ops 4 logo. And I actually wanted to talk about more pre-order bonuses. Actually, about Black Ops 4 before I get off of YouTube right now. What are the pre-order bonuses also going to be like? Because in World War II, you got a pre-order. If you pre-ordered a certain edition of the game, like if you pre-ordered the Pro Edition, what was World War II's? I think yeah, it was the Pro Edition of World War II. You got the free hat. I did, but I didn't. I canceled it later on in the date. You know, got it digitally. What will be the pre-order bonus for stores? Or will it happen? I don't know. Treyarch has never done that. Sledgehammer Games did. I tweeted them out and they tweeted back to me. That was the best moment ever. I said, hey, nice hat, you know, good, happy for the game, you know, can't wait. Next thing you know, they responded saying, thanks man, look good, you know, in the hat. I loved it. But yeah, if they do anything like this, I don't think it would be a t-shirt. If they do something like this, it'll be some type of an accessory, or maybe even a hat, I don't know, or if they just don't do this at all. I might pre-order there to get the exclusive, and then cancel my order and get the exclusive. I don't know. I did that before World War II. Actually, I want to tell you guys a story. When I canceled my order back, I think in October before the game was coming out. I wanted to find out if they were doing a midnight release to go to this midnight release, and I found out they weren't, so I canceled my order. And then they actually requested the hat back. A hat that's been on my scalp. What would they do with a hat? They would have thrown it in the trash. So their money would have been a waste anyway, even if I were to have that hat. So they asked for it back, and I didn't really say anything about it. I said, I don't have it with me, obviously, you know. So then next thing you know, they said, alright, so we can't give you cash back. For some reason they said that. Probably because they were being dicks and didn't want to, you know, give me a hat. You know, they didn't want me to have the hat. So what they did was, they gave me all my money. I was old enough. No, wait. I think to get money back, you had to be 18. I think definitely, or I do not know. Most places to get store money, credit back, money, you have to pay for it. But I guess I chose my money back in Microsoft gift cards because I was going to buy it for World War II anyways. So I did. I wasn't mad. So, yep, I pre-ordered World War II on that. I actually ended up getting this a little bit cheaper because I think the Pro Edition was going to charge like I think I found out like $160 with taxes. That's the taxes to buy this game. Even though I spent almost $150 on this game. I mean, not on this game, sorry. World War II Digital Deluxe. So, in my advances from last year compared to this year, you know, what will happen like that? What additions will Treyarch have? At the beginning of it, guys, they will probably have it'll be the standard edition. Maybe months down the road, we'll have a hardened edition that comes with some DLC content, and then we'll have the big box, the big item, the big ticket. And the big ticket last Black Ops was the Juggernaut edition that sold very quick, very expensive to buy from there. Nowadays, it is still very expensive. I've seen a lot of them drop now, and I've seen people sell them cheaper. You know, if you're going for an edition, now is more of the time to look because you will start to find cheaper editions of that edition of the game. But yes, there will be there's a definite standard, probably a hardened, and definitely a bigger box, like a prestige box, as they would term in the old MW editions. Because we can't confirm the game, we can't confirm what the editions are. I think in Infinite Warfare, I just bought the Legacy edition that came with the MWR. But yeah, guys, that's it. You know, that's all I wanted to talk about. Last words before I end this video. I'm sorry, I'm very talkative today. So all I'm going to say is, take what you see from these YouTubers or myself. I know, I'm just stating the truth. Take everything with a grain of salt. If I had salt with me, I would be able to example it. Take it with a little small grain of salt. And we will find out more on, say, May 17th, and I'll probably be back with this type of a video on May 17th. Alrighty, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Promote Black Ops 4, you know, and I want to say something also. I know every time I'm about to end this video, I have more ideas pop in my head. The question is, this is very secretive and weird. Why is BO4 pre-orderable, I guess I could say, on the GameStop, EB Games? In Canada, we have EB Games, but in the US or any other shops, we have GameStop and all that. Why is it that it's in store pre-orderable, but not console pre-orderable? Here's your answer. I guess in my opinion, I would say it's probably to see how many orders they'll get in the store before more information. I'm sure there's been pre-orders of Black Ops 4 all over the world on console already, and they probably want to see how much they're going to get so far out of pre-orders so then they could think. And then when the digital pre-orders come out, I'm pretty sure digital pre-orders will start when the actual trailer is announced. That's normally when a Call of Duty will start pre-orders to see how much they're gonna get. World War II, since Infinite Warfare came out, the studio had to, with Infinity War, they dropped sales. But with World War II, Call of Duty, they had to pick up that and make more money for their studio. And then with Treyarch coming in this year, they're going to probably make a lot of money. Treyarch's definitely the studio to make good games, good money, make it right. I would say the closest studio to listen to their fans is Treyarch. It's like, I'm going to say this. Treyarch has more of balls to do something than Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer. Like, when Treyarch needs something done in a change to their game, or even in Call of Duty general, they're the people to do it. They will do it. They're the studio to do the changes. Vonderhaar has no problem making changes. He'll make it happen. But yes, that's it. I'm definitely thinking the Xbox pre-orders will start, and PlayStation, on May 17th. So I'm going to pre-order May 17th and then see what I get. And then months down the road, we got... So once I'm at May, we're at May, June, July, August. So I would say if there's a beta, we're 3 months and a few weeks down the road from the beta, I would say. But yeah, I'm going to end this video, guys. Take YouTubers with a grain of salt. And make sure to like this video, make sure to comment, make sure to subscribe if you're new, or just subscribe. I'm going to get out of here. I'll see y'all May 17th with this trailer. And yeah, follow me on Twitter. My Twitter is at the real KFC Kid. Follow me on Twitter and you'll find out more a little bit. And I'll tweet. I actually tweet a lot on Twitter, so you can get in touch with me on Twitter. But actually, I wanted you guys to say about my opinion. Do you guys agree with my opinion? I'm turning comments off. I don't want to hear haters or people doubt my opinion. I want my opinion to be heard. That's all I want. So if you guys agree with my opinion, drop a thumbs up. If you don't like my opinion, this is how I'll know. You guys like my opinions? Drop a thumbs up. If you hate my opinion or you just kind of disagree, drop a thumbs down. I'll accept that. That's the only acceptance I'll take. Drop a thumbs up, like I said, if you're agreeing, or drop a thumbs down if you don't. I'm actually surprised I'm promoting the thumbs down. But that's if you don't agree with my opinion. And I know this 42-minute video, but I wanted to make it clear, I wanted to make some announcements that a lot of YouTubers are not talking about. And I'm kind of more the first to put all these opinions together. So yeah, this is the update video of Black Ops 4 until May 17th. Like T. Martin, I've checked up on his channel. He hasn't talked about anything besides his MW2 remastered thing. And guys, that won't happen. It will not happen till next year when Infinity Ward takes the contract for the game next year. Alrighty guys, I'm done. I'm gonna get out of here. Like I said, like if you agree with my opinion, disagree if you don't. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Peace, and see you May 17th.